Evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm just trying to get myself back to around the fire quickly. There's lots of things going on. Welcome to the fireside chat. Hope you enjoyed the drive with us. In the end, we didn't find the rhinos or the leopard. They both, or all of them, managed to escape us. But it was an awesome drive. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic evening out here, and it's nice to be sitting around the fire. We're going to talk obviously about a bunch of things as we tend to do around the fire. Just one thing I actually thought of mentioning it a bunch of times over the last week or so. It's a very small thing, it's no big revelation or anything like that, but at the end of the drive tonight, when I said goodbye, see you around the fire just now, I just thought maybe I should just explain that term just now. It's something that over the years of guiding often got mentioned by guests as well. It's something that often people visiting South Africa mention. It's a very interesting term that comes from, I'm not actually sure where it comes from, maybe from Afrikaans origin or from just a colloquial slang that developed in South Africa over time. It's basically something just now means either very soon, in other words in a few minutes, or we're going to start talking to everyone else in camp just now. I'm going to tell you who's here tonight just now, and I'm going to get to the end of my sentence just now before I bore you. But it can also mean maybe in a week or two or three. So it's a very interesting term, and if it doesn't always make sense, sometimes we say we'll see you just now, and it's 5 minutes later. I just thought I'll mention that word a little bit. It's a little bit like talking about braai sometimes, or all the different slangs not slangs, the different words we use. Tonight we discussed the word humfo and bamba and all those different words in Shangaan as well. So I thought I'll start with that just so we can I can get my tongue loose and like I said, just get myself around the fire. And then just now we're going to talk more about everything else. We're going to take turns. Herman is behind the camera at the moment. Simon is sitting around the fire with me already. We're going to start off chatting with him a little bit. Rory's going to join us as well. Pete's in the live control center. And we're just trying to play with a little bit different setup. You might notice things look slightly different. And Simon, yesterday was an exciting day for you. I'm sure you had a lot of fun. You went with Rexon and Herman and all the kids to Dixie. And we've got a little bit of a theme tonight as well, just regarding the movies. But let's just start off, just say how's it and tell us what it was like.
Welcome everybody. My name is Simon, as Peter mentioned. And yesterday was an amazing experience. Graham and Emily came up with an idea to take some kids from the local village of Dixie, where Rexon comes from, to the movies in Nelspruit, and they put out a request asking for support from all the viewers, and through the donations from you, which we call our We Angels, it was great that we were able to take 36 kids to see a movie for the first time, as well as treat them to a burger lunch in Nelspruit, and it was an amazing experience. Herman, Rexon, and myself were able to go and film everything, and it was just a lot of fun, lots of energy from the kids from the start. When Herman and I arrived, they were just all full of smiles, and just on the bus rides over, they were just amazing to watch their faces and reactions. And then also in the theater as well, as we actually went to a mall where the theater was, and their eyes were just wide open at everything, all these new experiences.
Sorry to interrupt you. Just a specific part I'm quite curious about, or was quite curious about, am curious about, is what was your perception? You actually went into the movies with the kids.
Yes, I did.
What was your perception of how did they experience seeing a big screen with moving, never mind the fact that there were a bunch of chihuahuas with diamond necklaces, but what was the experience just in terms of how, A, from your side sitting with the kids, and B, what was the feeling you got from the experience they had seeing a big moving picture?
From my perspective, it was great. I was kind of trying to see some of the reactions as well, because it was definitely interesting, because we actually gave them the burgers just as they were getting into the theater, so they were kind of eating those first, and then the movie came on, and lots of smiles on their faces, and some of them were just kind of in awe of the screen, just kind of looking around, and it was great looking at them. And then throughout the movie, I noticed we took up about 3 or 4 rows of the theater itself, and a couple of the rows in front of me, we would just hear like non-stop giggling throughout the movie, just bits and pieces. And then the row that I was sitting at, that I could actually see, they were actually fascinated with their kitty packs, which consisted of a drink, popcorn, and some Smarties. And a lot of them were just having fun, just playing with the cardboard boxes as well as watching the movie. And so it was just really a lot of fun, and it seemed like the kids really enjoyed it too. They were laughing throughout, giggling, and just seemed amazed at the whole experience.
And on the way back afterwards, I mean, was there obviously excitement, but did you get any sense of? I guess maybe I'm not quite clear about, but just the not the impact, but the sense of seeing something that you maybe could not have imagined before. I mean, that's something I would have loved to experience. You know, for those kids, most of them have not seen a TV before. To suddenly see something on a massive screen, never mind the visual input of the story itself, but just that experience. I mean, did you get a sense of excitement afterwards from them?
Oh yeah, there's definitely excitement, as well as just going into the mall. There's lots of excitement, and I think we also went up the elevator, and I think that was the first time that any of the kids had seen an elevator, so it was interesting looking at their reactions to that. When we got in there, they were all wide-eyed, looking around, kind of, what is this? And then actually we took the elevator back down. A lot of them seemed to really enjoy that. Just big smiles on their faces.
Elevator or escalator?
Elevator. Yeah.
Elevator, okay.
Yeah, elevator. I think the first little group went up the escalator, but then the security guards decided that we should go in the elevator. So yeah, it was definitely interesting, and yeah, it's kind of hard for myself to kind of picture seeing something like that for the first time, type of thing.
I think it's probably impossible for any of us to
yeah, I think it really is. I mean, in some cases I can relate slightly to with them, because growing up there's 5 kids in my family, so a movie was a special treat. We maybe only go during one of our birthdays, so I kind of know that going to see the movies is kind of a special treat on occasion. So I kind of felt how that was, and I was really glad I could be there to share the experience with some of the kids. So,
awesome. Well, one of the things we just to bring it in for a bit of fun tonight. You know, quite often when we have new people around the fire, we ask them what's their favorite animal, and everyone that's here tonight has been around the fire before, so we can leave that alone. But one of those typical questions that always pop up is what's your favorite movie? And also, we had a couple of questions. We'll touch on a few of them, or sort of dance around them a bit later, use them as part of our theme tonight. But one of the sort of suggestions almost for Fireside Chat was just a little bit about different traditions. Now, I think going to the movies is certainly a tradition in most Western cultures, and certainly in many other cultures. So we can let everyone tonight, and then I'll give my 5 cents worth later as well. But basically, Simon, just roughly, what is your ideal movie experience? In other words, how would you typically go to a movie to have fun, and then your favorite movie or two?
Yeah, it kind of varies. Like I say, growing up, it was just always a treat to go to the movies, so that was it. But as I got older, it kind of reversed as well. As around Christmas time was when my family get all together, and it ended up being like a tradition again. Is during Christmas time we go to see a movie. So I always relate movies now with family and family experiences.
Okay,
so that's
all go together.
We all go together, and kind of like that's how we saw the Lord of the Rings movies and the Harry Potter movies. They all just seemed like the next one seemed to come out during Christmas, so that just became a regular thing. And so yeah, we'd all go to the movies, and that seems to be a tradition now. So when we are home for the holidays or wherever we're at, we just try to go to see the movies. So that's really great, fun experience. As for my favorite movie, probably the one that I can remember that I really loved seeing in the theaters was the first Jurassic Park, as that was, I can't remember what year I turned, but that was during one of my birthdays. That was one of my birthday presents, and went as a family as well, and just really had a lot of fun with it, because I was into dinosaurs a lot and into paleontology and archaeology, and so that was really a fun one to go see, and kind of spread out a little bit. And the lady I sat next to me was really kind of emotional throughout.
Yeah, that movie often makes me think of being able to go on a game drive, hop on a Land Rover, and doing it live would probably add an extra element into it. But looking around and having T-Rex running down at you or something. I know Graham was always very excited about maybe us seeing a Velociraptor or something.
Yeah, that'd be really neat.
Drive, so quite easily. So I'm just sorry, one a little bit off the topic, but it sort of fits into the whole family vibe around you. I never mentioned before that you've got 5 brothers or 4 brothers and sisters. I presume 5 in total. Yeah,
there's 5 of us in total. Yeah, I have 3 older brothers and a younger sister. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, awesome. You guys quite close?
Oh yeah, we are quite close, and now kind of as we're older, a little bit close as well, and we're always kind of getting these joking competitions about stuff like who's had something published in the paper, or who's publishing an article, or like who gets on TV type of thing, just joking, little fun. So it's always just great hearing everything, and they all kind of find my job now fascinating.
I can imagine. You should come visit sometime.
Yeah. I'm trying to get them to come visit, but we'll see.
Cool, man.